This is one of the most disturbing stories ever aired on La Rosa de Guadalupe. Inspired by real events, it was so unsettling that attempts were made to erase it from existence. If you remember the episode's name, let me know in the comments. The story follows two young kids, around 11 or 12 years old, who fall in love at school. The girl is beautiful, with green eyes, while the boy cherishes a camera his mother gave him, using it to capture their moments together. But their love is forbidden. Her strict father disapproves, while her mother dismisses it as childhood innocence. One day after school, the girl asks her boyfriend to drop her off a block away from home, fearing her father's wrath. As they say goodbye, an older neighbor, around 50 years old, watches them closely. He greets the girl and offers his help if she ever needs anything. That night, her father discovers a love letter and a photo of the couple. Furious, he rips the picture and forbids her from ever seeing the boy again. The next day, while locked in her house, the girl hears a voice, the neighbor. He whispers, "Your boyfriend is at my house. He wants to talk to you before your parents notice." Desperate, she sneaks out and enters his home. But there is no boyfriend. The neighbor locks the door behind her. She pleads, but he smirks and says, "You're never leaving. The world out there is dangerous, but I will protect you." Days turn into weeks. Her parents are desperate, accusing the boyfriend of kidnapping her. The police get involved, but as months pass, hope fades. The father, devastated, decides to move away, leaving the town and the mystery behind. 11 years later, the girl is still trapped, but now she has 2 children, the result of her captor's abuse. They have never seen the outside world, only knowing the basement walls. She begs the man to let them go, but he refuses. One day, fate intervenes. The man suffers a heart attack and dies. Realizing this is her only chance, she takes her children's hands and steps outside for the first time in over a decade. The sunlight blinds them, the wind, the colors, the sounds. They're overwhelmed by a world they thought didn't exist. Trembling, she knocks on a familiar door. Her mother answers. At first, she doesn't recognize her. Then shock takes over. "My daughter, I knew you'd come back." Her father rushes in, breaking down in tears, apologizing for driving her away. Then, the mother notices the 2 small children beside her. "Who are they?" With tears in her eyes, she whispers, "They're my children." A chilling realization washes over the family. Their daughter was just next door all these years, and her captor was someone they saw every day. Despite the horror, they embrace the children, offering them a new life. The girl, now a woman, decides to search for her first love, the one memory that kept her alive in the darkness. This terrifying story mirrors real cases of girls who vanish without a trace, only to be trapped in silence for years. How many more remain hidden, suffering, waiting? What do you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments.